everybody. Welcome to what did I just read? Craigslist ads. And we're going to talk about a bunch of things here. Funny ads. And yes, Craigslist is still a thing. So I'm going to roll the intro per usual, and I'll be back in a second. Boom! Let's do this. I think something happened there, and it didn't do the boom, let's do this. Let me make sure this is on. Okay, and then sorry, I'm going to have to do this. I think my friend Pam, who's always my gal on here and entertains everybody and engages. One second here. And I'm only doing this because I don't know if people are on, and so I got to see. And I'm also thinking about, boom. Okay, here we go. So I'm thinking about okay, so I love lives and I love the comments, right? And so I think you can help me out with this. I think I need to either do the lives and then upload the YouTube link so that you can see it forever, because you used to be able to see lives forever. Because get this, guys, I've been doing this since 2018. Can you believe that? 2018, so 8 years. Is that right? Yeah, 8 years. So it all happened from a happenstance, and then it turned into Candor with Katie. So I am really proud of myself with the consistency, not always perfect or whatever, but I'm trying to think, Facebook and everything changes its rules all the time. And I'm getting more followers on my regular Candor with Katie and then also my real estate page. So I don't want to miss out on like the live interaction, but I'm not sure that everybody on Facebook's watching it live, like they're watching it later or they're listening to it in their car or whatever. Cause I mean, who wouldn't want to, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know. So I think we're going to have a little discussion one night and talk about it. And maybe you can help me out with that stuff. And I will tell you that I've had a couple of these tonight. It's my parents' last night. And so it's a little surreal, and I'll talk about that later, probably next week also, because I love them. They drive me nuts. I need my space, but I love them. So it's always this weird thing, So tomorrow we leave. We'll leave early in the morning. We'll go to the mountains in New Mexico, stay a few days, and then I'll come back. So then Elf House will be all mine again. So tonight, by the way, we are talking about. Now I got to put these back on. What did I just read? And here's what's funny. So I'm going to share this. I got to, whatever. Sorry, hang on. Share screen. I got to share my screen. Is Craigslist still a thing? So I had a friend ask me this, and it was funny because that was the first initial thought that I had when I was like looking at these ads. And regardless, it's funny. So whether it's new or not, it's still really funny. Okay. So is Craigslist still a thing? Here's what it says, okay? Yes, it's still a thing, although its popularity has decreased compared to its heyday. Well, it's not the dominant force it once was. It still sees significant traffic and remains a useful platform for various purposes. So it continues to be used for people for various purposes, including selling used items, finding housing, searching for jobs. And that's the funny thing, because so yes, I'm a realtor, and yes, I can help you with rentals. I'm just not much of a rental realtor. So sometimes I always tell people, because they don't always put things on the MLS. And so I'm like, okay, look on Craigslist, look on Zillow for rent, yada, yada. And then tell me if you find anything shady, and then I'll help you with it. So they still do it for that. You still do have to be careful. But then other things on here that it talks about still is it's seeing a decline in monthly visits compared to its peak in 2019. But the emergence of platforms like Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp has led to a shift in user preferences. So blah, blah, blah. I could talk about this ad nauseum. It is pretty interesting, So yes, it is still a thing. Whether people use it or not, I'm going to share with you some really what's going on here. Oh, hey. Oh, I thought I put in here. Okay. So I'm going to start with missed connections. Do you remember Okay, if you're old enough, you might not be old enough. And I had a guy yesterday say to me, like, you're probably not old enough to remember in the 80s, yada yada. And I was like, thank you, because I definitely am. But there used to be an ad that you could place in the newspaper, and it was like misconnections, and it was like, you, yellow shirt on the subway, me playing the guitar, wearing glasses, I don't know. And it was a thing, so it was like people could like reconnect that way. So someone would see someone that they were interested in, and then they could reach out via not social media, but like print and whatnot, and they could possibly find their connection that way. And by the way, this one, if I take this out really quickly, if you see this, this is one of them. Oh, you know what? I might talk about this here, so I'll just bring it back up. If I don't, I don't. Okay, so the first one is missed connections. So this is okay, bread and gas at Trader Joe's. Okay. You were the tall brunette with a near perfect body that farted in the bread section last night. I was the guy next to you that looked over and asked, was that you? You quickly replied, no, wasn't me. You almost seemed insulted, I would ask. As the stink grew, you continued to deny your flatulence, but it was evident. I tried to get rid of the stench by waving 2 loaves of ciabatta bread. You proceeded to storm off in an angry manner. You are beautiful, and even if you are a liar and fart like a Clydesdale horse, I'd love to meet up sometimes. And sometimes, so not sometimes. So they have these little disclaimer things in there. And here's what's funny is that this is the only one I did this with, because I got information from Reddit and some other things. I don't know why it's not on here, but there's some comments on here. Okay, so there's comments on this one, and some people just have to ruin it for others, but these are really funny. So you fart like a Clydesdale horse. This guy knows how to woo a woman. Love at first fart. I only fart in store aisles if no one's around. I mean, that just makes sense. And then the last one, tried to get rid of the stench by waving 2 loaves of ciabatta bread. And that's rolling on the floor laughing my ass off. Okay. I think there might be another one here. So I'm going to go to the next one. No, there's not. Okay. So there was someone in here that I guess I didn't include that was like, this story is fake, blah, 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 just for attention. And I'm like, it's just fun. Just have some fun with it. You don't have to call everybody out for everything, you know? So there you go. Okay, so here we go. We're going to move on to the next one. So 20, you read that right, 20 tins of holiday popcorn minus the caramel corn. And if you'll notice, they put a nice, very convenient black X through the caramel corn. Okay. Yes, please, or no. All right, free human. I think this would belong on that show. What is that one? Like Weird Fetishes or My Strange Life, or like, what is it where people have those weird things, like somebody eats bedding or something? Oh, Danae. Hi, beautiful. Hi, beautiful you. Thank you for joining me. You're taking the place of Pam, who's always commenting. WTH, exactly. So this gets better. So I think this would be like one of those weird fetish things, like, and the response and the post after this is really funny. So free human size hamster wheel, and this is in Brooklyn, and it says free human size hamster wheel available for immediate pickup, can accommodate up to 200 pounds, fully functional, not recommended for houses with small children or animals. 50 pounds of shredded newspaper also available. I will not have this in my house any longer. I just realized that no, I'm not too cool for school. I just have 2 podcast things going on. So I'm going to put my Candor with Katie one back up there. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is obviously a disgruntled partner that's like, no, I'm not having this anymore. Get this GD hamster wheel out of here. Michael King. We live. I know. So Michael's making fun of me because I was at the office earlier and I'm like, I'm so tired. And I did take a nap, Michael. So thank you. Michael King. Yep. Oh, Pam. Yes. I want the wheel. Well, I mean, it probably would be good exercise, to be honest with you. I mean, really, truthfully. Okay. Moving on. Oh my God. I don't listen, you have to tell me if you think this is real or if this is just somebody being silly. This is so funny. I need a wig. I I have DUI court on the 14th, and I got drunk. And I watched Last of the Mohicans and ran into the bathroom and gave myself a mohawk. I refuse to cut it off, but I can't go to court with the friggin' mohawk. So anyone have a wig? I don't care how ridiculous it is. Tell me your price. This is not a joke. Okay, so how would a ridiculous wig be better than a mohawk? And like, what I'd like to see, I'd like to work for Craigslist and see the other side and see how many people actually responded. You know what I mean? Like, hysterical. Okay, this one is awesome. You just gotta go with it for a minute, okay? You ready for this? Okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of my head here in a minute. I'm still in my wedding dress. This is a beautiful size 10 gown. It was never altered because I was a perfect size 10 when I wore this gown 20 years ago. Now I'm a perfect size. Wait, moving on. Back to the dress. I saved this dress because I thought my daughter would one day wear it. It turns out she's a perfect and very short size 2. No amount of altering will fix this dress for her. You know that's true. I mean, if you're a size 10, you can't alter it to a size 2. There's just no way. Okay? If you're getting married and you want a beautiful wedding gown, this is it. If you're not getting married, here's a list of things you can do with a wedding dress besides getting married. Okay? You ready for this? Go bowling. Halloween costume. Scare your boyfriend. Wear it to Rocky Horror Picture Show midnight showing. Do you think Gen Zers know what the Rocky Horror Picture Show is? I'm just curious. You tell me. Okay? Where to sign your divorce papers? Tell your ex you're in a hurry. Where to chaperone your son's prom. Wear it to work. Wear it on a road trip. Wear it to a Bengals game. So you obviously know where they're from, right? Cincinnati. Wear it to a shooting range. Go Krogering. Go to the beach in it. Wear it on Santa's lap. Tell him you want a husband. Wear it to your sibling's wedding or the wedding of an ex-boyfriend. Run a 5K in it. Play Dungeons and Dragons in it. Keep it hanging on the back of your car. And every time you get pulled over for speeding, cry and tell the officer you're late for your wedding. Seriously, this is a beautiful vintage gown. Okay, I have to give it to this person for creativity for sure. But one thing I had to look up was, you can guess it, Krogering. It refers to shopping at a Kroger store. So it's a slightly informal way of saying shopping at Kroger, which I knew. So we have Fry's here, which is a branch of Kroger. I think Smith is that and like whatever. So I was just thinking, what's Krogering? Like that noodling thing that they do with catfish? Like I didn't know. So I just had to be sure, you know? Okay. Oh my God. So I'm a vegan. So this is like free bacon. Seriously. I mean, like, yes, please. I'm a vegan, and my soon-to-be ex-husband went out and purchased 20 pounds of bacon as some sort of sick joke, and I need it out of my fridge today. I don't want to throw away that much bacon, but I will if it's not gone ASAP. Call for address. So I'm going to tell you that I have another, like, 1 or 2 food things in here. Would you take free food from somebody? So you got the popcorn things, sans the caramel corn. Now you got this bacon thing. Like, I mean, yeah, I'll take 20 pounds of free bacon, but like the source, you know what I mean? Like, did you coat it with something? I don't know. So Pam says, do what I did with my gown, burn it and make a sacrifice to get rid of the bad juju. Exactly, Pam. I don't know if you guys know, I had a wedding dress at one point, didn't get married, gave it to Goodwill. Just wasn't as funny of an option. Okay, so next, hang on one second. Pam, that's a good one. Hi. Okay, so 11 reptiles. Are you ready for this one? 11 reptiles. Hi. I'm going through a difficult breakup and impulsively adopted 16 different types of reptiles over Craigslist. I've made a huge mistake. My roommates are furious. I have 1 ball python, 7 various geckos, a bearded dragon, and 2 red slider turtles. They are all named Amanda. No rehoming fee, location in Fordham. It's not okay to contact. Okay, so that's that, like, this normal thing. So, okay, when you're reading this, would you think this person's serious or not? And if you wanted a ball python, swell, you got one, but you got to call it Amanda. Okay, next up. All right, here's the guy. Okay. So this is help us like replace our friend Darby. And so I have to tell you, this one to me was like really creepy at first because I was like, are they like serious about replacing their friend? This is very strange. Like, what? But there was a time that my friends and I, we all dressed like one of our friends for Halloween, and it was hysterical. And so this is like along those lines. So let me just read it and then you'll see the context. Okay. So this is really funny. Help us replace our friend Darby. And look at this. Like, could there be a worse picture? Okay. Our friend Darby went on tour for a month and we'd like someone to replace him before he gets back so that when he returns, he'll discover he's been replaced. So this would be along those lines, right? If you would be willing to kind of dress like him and act like him and call yourself Darby and hang out with us for a little while, it would be more than perfect. Must have long to medium long hair, some facial hair, and a charming but snarky persona to apply. We can supply beer and food for the duration of hanging. Please include a headshot to issue a good match. Okay, so to me, that's hilarious. So what was that? It was that. So if you're a fan of The Office, you remember when Jim like replaced an Asian guy, like pretending it was him, and he put pictures in there and everything. It'd be that kind of thing, like fooling Darby. Like, this is Darby. Like, I don't know who you are. Like, is he gonna feel like he's like in an alternate universe or something? But like, what a funny ad. And like, you'd have to like bank on the fact that Darby wasn't using Craigslist all the time. Okay, so this one's fantastic. Get ready. Okay. So at first I was like very sad. It was like free to any willing home. This is in Roanoke. My girlfriend does not like my beagle Molly, so I have to rehome her. She's a purebred from a wealthy area, and I have had her 4 years. She likes to play games, not totally trained, has long hair, so she's a little high maintenance, especially the nails. But she loves having them done. Staying up all night yapping, but sleeps while I work. Only eats the best, most expensive food. Will never greet you at the door after a long day or give you unconditional love when you're down. Does not bite, but she can be mean as hell. So anyone interested in my 30-year-old selfish, wicked, gold-digging girlfriend, come and get her. Me and my dog want her rehomed ASAP. So like, here's my question. When these people are putting these ads up, are they thinking that the people that they're, I mean, obviously the pets don't know, but like, are they thinking that the people that they're talking about are not going to see this? Because that's pure gold. Right? And then if they see it, it's probably going to turn into a fight. But that, to me, was very, very, very classic. Okay, so take a good look at this picture. I had to like split this up because you couldn't read it that well. So look at this picture. That's very creepy, right? Okay. It looks cute, but it ain't. That's what it is, and that's what it is, and it. Oh, and it. I've named it. I want it gone. My dog growls at it and won't come near it. It never stays where we leave it, and every now and then we hear a kid talking and laughing, but we don't have children. Excuse me? No. And we don't live near neighbors. The voices come from the direction of the doll. I don't feel safe. I get anxiety when I'm near it. We've tried throwing it out and abandoning it. It keeps appearing again. I'll literally take any offer. Hell, free. It's yours. I just take the damn doll away and strap it the hell down. Shove it in a chest. Do whatever you have to. I'll even throw some money for your kind heart. And then I realized that when I took the screenshot of this, it cut off the rest of it. So I don't know, maybe it was irrelevant, but a couple of things I'm thinking about that one. A, would you be afraid to post that because it's haunted? No way in hell would I be taking that one. Would you? Comment with a picture of a doll if you'd take that one. What? Okay. Oh. This might be the last one. It's classic. So it took me a minute because I was like, I don't get it. I don't see it. And then I saw it. So there's a black fish in there. Just, you know, it's a fish tank. And there's a black fish in there. Okay. Kevin and his timeout tank in Medford. Okay. Recently upgraded my tank and have this nice little 10-gallon for sale. The tank comes with rocks, a no skinny dipping side, hood light, and Kevin. So Danae says, hell no. Exactly, right? I wouldn't take that doll. No way. Okay, so it comes with a hood light and Kevin. Okay? Kevin is a jerk. I'll tell you that up front. He's been in this timeout tank for a few days now since he apparently has a deep-seated prejudice against the goldfish. He doesn't seem to have a problem with the other mollies, platies, guppies, or even the crazy. I don't know if this is loke or loach, but he's got it out for the goldfish. And let's be fair, they were here since the tank began, so Kevin's got to go. Asking $15 for Kevin and his timeout tank. And then they added an important edit, okay? Tank now includes Kevin's shady brother Neil. Neil is murderous scum. No one likes Neil. Like I'd like a follow-up on these to see if somebody actually okay, this might be the last one. If someone actually like took people up on these offers, or if they're just for fun, just to make people laugh kind of thing. Okay, you're gonna love this one. Okay, we're coming up on the weekend here. Well, in a few days. Screw Uber. It's Friday night. Don't drink and drive. Message me and I'll come get you in a 2000 Ford F-250 4x4 with a case of beer and a cooler in the back, blasting Skinner on the speakers, and I'll holler, hell yeah, brother, and everything you say. Sign me up. Except for the Skinner part. So Danae says, flush him down the loo. Oh, meanie. Maybe he can't kill the fish that he hates. I don't know. All right, this is the one that was in my my promo or whatever you want to call it. Free almonds need to get rid of quickly. I accidentally ordered 50 pounds of almonds. I only needed 5 for my recipe. Please, my wife will kill me. Taking any is appreciated. Again, are you going to take free food from someone? How do you know it's safe? But it is funny. All right, let's see what's up next. I don't remember. Okay, that was it. All right, I didn't end on the most funny note. I think I added that at the last because I was using it for my picture. But final thoughts. Oh my God, 22 minutes. How did that happen? Final thoughts. If today taught us anything, it's the internet is a strange place, and Craigslist is its crown jewel. Okay, Craigslist is still out there. Moral of the story: always read the fine print. Never meet someone in a dark alley for a free couch, and sometimes the best entertainment is just a few clicks away. So I have a comment. Yay. Danae says that's nuts. I know, right? So thoroughly entertaining. So Candor with Katie is a hodgepodge, right? And I'm just trying to figure it out, but I'm really working with the consistency and stuff. So it's really fun. And my real estate podcast, I'm doing 2 a week. So Wednesdays, it's something more serious, some information about a topic, and then Fridays is just funny things about whatever the topic is. So I've talked about painting a house, things like that. So thanks for joining me. Like I said, this has been 8 years, and I'd like to have millions of subscribers because of it, but whatever. I'm just enjoying it. I'm having fun talking to you. Maybe you guys can help me. I don't know if you want to call it troubleshoot or figure it out or whatever, because Facebook is getting rid of all of the live videos 30 days after they air. So should I do this, leave it on for a bit, or should I just do this when I upload? Because I'm no longer doing it live on YouTube because it's just different. So should I just, when I upload it to YouTube, delete this one and just put the, I don't want to delete it because the comments. I guess I could put both, because in 30 days, this will disappear anyway. So I know I'm rambling, but I do need your advice on this. So maybe I'll do some kind of poll or something, but just let me know. And as you know, Sit Squatch always says, the journey begins with you. So be good to yourself. And I'm going to be in New Mexico, so it's going to be fun. Oh, I forgot to say Horgan loves you, but peace and love, everybody. I will see you next week. And thanks for being my friends. I really appreciate it. See you later.